What's going on, everybody? It is Jacob here, back with another YouTube video. So this one is my collection, my cologne collection, and my favorites out of all. I like all of them, but out of all of them, all right. Let's try this again. Hey everybody, it's Jacob here, and in this video we're gonna do my favorite cologne collection. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm fumbling right now. So, for the 10th time, hey everybody, it's Jacob. In this video we're gonna be going over my cologne collection and which one are my favorites from 1 to 7, because I have 7 of them. So favorite to least favorite. Well, we're gonna start at least favorite out of all of them. So, took some notes here. Be a little bit more professional. All right, so coming in at number 7, and it's actually the one I just did a review on the other day, is the It's Time from Bruce Buffer. I do like this cologne, as I've mentioned before. It's an odd cologne. I do like it though. I don't dislike it. This one would be number 7. So that's my most recent pickup. I'm gonna get more in the future, of course, but as of right now, that's my most recent pickup. So that's number 7. Number 6 actually might surprise some of you. Is the single barrel bourbon from Bath and Body Works. Now, for all my cologne people out there, do not sleep on Bath and Body Works. They have some good scents there, and this cologne is good. I've worn it a lot. I get compliments on it. I've gotten compliments on all these colognes, by the way. I'm putting y'all on, but yeah. So this is from Bath and Body Works, and from the last time I went, which is when I bought this, this was the best smelling one from what I remember. I like bourbon scents, so this one is really nice. I think they have one just called bourbon in general. That's a good one too. I don't have the cologne of it, but anyways, this is a good one. Number 6. So now, number 5. Now, I have all these, okay? I wear them all. So just because it's at the last, really the It's Time one is the only one I'm kind of iffy on. And I know I keep saying that I'm iffy on it, but then I go back and say I like it. It's a weird, I don't know. That's the only one that I'm not 100% sure on. The other 6, I like. So just because it's number 5 doesn't mean it's not good. Keep that in mind. Now, I used to like it a lot, but I think I put too much on. And at the time, I only had 2 of them, 3 of them. So I got tired of it pretty fast. So I don't really wear it as much. But coming in at number 5 is Invictus Elixir. I think it's Invictus Victory Elixir. Invictus Victory Elixir, I think that's what it's called, from Paco Rabanne. I like this one a lot. I do. It's really heavy on the muskier side. So when I started to get into colognes, I was more of the muskier fragrances, the deeper, the darker fragrances. So this was one of the first ones I bought. The guy showed me this one and the regular Invictus Victory, and I was more drawn to this one. And I do like the original one, that I am going to get it, but I was more drawn to this one. So I went with this one. And it's a really good fragrance. It's really good. It's very strong. So if you don't like, deep, dark, musky fragrances, this ain't the one for you. But for those of you that do, this is a good one. This is number 5 for me. Coming in at number 4. This one I might get some heat for, I'm sorry. Or did I switch it out? Okay, I switched it out, never mind. Coming in at number 4. I switched it out because I figured I'd get some heat for it, but honestly, it's controversial for me. I guess, well, no, I guess it could be controversial, but number 3 and number 4, actually the top 4 really are kind of, they can go either way. But, so coming in at number 4, I switched it from, and you'll see why, is the one from Dolce & Gabbana. Now this one I absolutely love. I love this fragrance. This is probably one of the best, man, this is probably one of the best, like, deeper fragrances I have and I've smelled out there. I just recently found out they had the one gold version, and that'll probably be my next pickup because that one's a sweeter one. But this one, man, I get a lot of compliments on this one. I mean, just look at the color. You can tell it's like a sexy fragrance. This one is definitely like a date night type cologne. Like, you wear this on a date night, man, you might be getting lucky that night. All right. So for number 3, like I said, this one originally was number 4, but I figured I'd get some flack for it, so I changed it up. But honestly, it's hard. It was a hard choice. Coming in at number 3 is Sauvage Elixir from Dior. Now, this one, I love this fragrance. I do love it. It's hard to explain. It's like sweet, but it's also like kind of musky, funky, like not like the It's Time one. It's I don't know, I can't really explain it. It's unique, but I do love this one. I had it at number 4. I know I'm probably gonna get some heat for it, but but the one, this is a banger. So is this. But if you know, you know. But for the cologne heads out there, I put this one. But you can't go wrong with either one. All right, now, and it's the same thing with 1 and 2. Now, 1 and 2 was a tough one for me because I guess it's number 2, but number 2 is the cologne that got me into fragrances. And I've always been the cologne. I've always had a bottle of cologne, but I never really used it, only for special occasions. We'll get into we'll get into that later. But number 1 is the first cologne that I smelled that like blew me away. And that's what got me into cologne, is smelling that one, and I always wanted it. So that's number 2. I had it at number 1 because of that factor. Like, it's a sentimental cologne for me. I'll get into that in a little bit. But the number 1 spot, we'll get into that one. But coming in at number 2 is the Sauvage Parfum. This cologne I absolutely love. This is my baby. I love this cologne. This is what got me into cologne, like, now. I know what you're thinking. Why is it not number 1? It's tough. It was hard for me to put this in number 2. Honestly, number 1 and number 2 are tied. But I put this one in number 2. And it was hard. It was a hard decision. But I love this cologne. and I have nothing negative to say about it. It's just, unfortunately, it's just number 2. Because number 1 is the better smelling one in my opinion, but this one just, I had to take the sentimental value out of it and just do it based off fragrance, in my opinion. But this one is classic, it's clean. This one, number 1 and number 2 are probably the one I get the most compliments on. So this one is just classic, clean. I love it. I love this one so much. Like I said, just for the, I had to take the sentimental value out of it. I'm just doing this just off fragrance. Now, coming in at number 1, this cologne here. If you don't like sweet colognes, it's not for you. But if you like sweet colognes, I'm about to put you on if you haven't already found out about it, if you don't have it. It is, cue the Zelda music. It is the Invictus Platinum. That's 2 I have by Paco Rabanne. I'm gonna get the original Invictus, but is the Invictus Platinum. This cologne here, man, is this best smelling cologne that I've smelled. And yeah, I can't even say much more than that. I have yet to smell a cologne that I've liked more than this. The only one that I do, I guess, would be the Sauvage, but that's got sentimental value. I'll get into that. But this one, when I first got my colognes, right, I had Platinum, or this isn't Platinum, Elixir, I had the one, and I had the Single Barrel Bourbon. I was just cycling through those 3, and I got tired of it. And that's why I got tired of the Elixir, because it is a strong-ass cologne. Excuse my language. So, when I went to, where was it, Macy's? And I was talking to the lady. I'm like, yeah, I want a sweet cologne. I want something sweeter. And I'm like, you know, I told her the colognes I have. I'm like, I'm just getting tired of that musky fragrance. I want something sweet. And she brought me over to the Paco Rabanne collection. I was like, oh, look, I actually have the Elixir. She's like, well, smell this Platinum. She put it on a thing, let me smell it. Love at first smell. I've never smelled a cologne I love more than this one. This is my favorite cologne. It's favorite smelling cologne, you know. But like I said, in terms of just strictly smell, I gotta go with this one. But my all-time favorite cologne is this one for sentimental reasons. But yeah, so for all my sweet smelling colognes out there, sweet smelling colognes, for all my people that love sweet smelling colognes, dude, get this. You wear this, man, it is a wrap. Everybody notices it. I got all the colognes I got, you know, I have my friends that wear cologne, you know, when I wear those, they're like, what are you wearing? You smell good. You know, all of them. This one right here, this one, every time I wear this, I get the men and women. Oh, you smell good. You smell great. What are you wearing? This is the biggest head turner. If you're gonna blind buy any cologne, a sweet smelling one, you gotta go with this one. This is the best. It's the Invictus Platinum. This is the best. When I wear this, I feel like, man, I feel like I'm a star. I feel like I feel like I'm famous. I feel like, man, I feel like I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? That's this one. Now my dog's barking, but that is this one. This is number 1. All right. So now we're gonna get into story time. I was gonna do this into 2 videos, but I think I'm just gonna, you know what? Should I? I probably will. I'll do this into 2 videos. Okay. So because I don't want to drag this video on any longer. All right, well, that is it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I put y'all on. And you know, with this, I'm gonna leave it at this. You know, colognes like Bath and Body Works, you know, and then the It's Time by Bruce Buffer. You know, don't be afraid to try stuff that's not name brand. You know, like don't be turned away by Bath and Body Works cologne because it's Bath and Body Works. Like, no, man, go in there, smell the colognes, you know, and not just Bath and Body Works, but any place that's not like a name brand cologne. Don't be afraid to do that. Like, this smells amazing. You know, don't sleep on it. You know, you just don't have to go with name brand colognes. Anyways, so I'm gonna end it with that. Other than that, you know, if you have any cologne suggestions, you know, I like musky and sweet now. So if you have any cologne suggestions, you know, based off my collection, what you would suggest for me to try, and I'll definitely try some and review it. You know, that could be like a cool little, you know, series I can do, like you suggest, I try, review type series. So you have any suggestions, please let me know. It doesn't even, you know, go based on what I have and what I don't have. Just throw me some random stuff that you might think that I like, or just some of your favorites. So just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Other than that, I will catch you in the next video, which will be how I got into cologne. So till then, I'll see you on the next one. Stay cool, everybody. That's embarrassing.